Good evening, you 23 p.m. Mountain Time, 2017, day after solstice, 3 days before Santa gets here, and there isn't a single earthquake showing in North America at all in the last 24 hours. This is insane! Absolutely a very rare phenomena happening right now. Nothing. This is a precursor to something that it's about to strike, folks. Nothing of interest in North America except here in way up about 20 hours ago, McPherson, Canada, 5.0 in the middle of nowhere. Also have an interesting quake series here on this plate boundary out in the Indian Ocean here. Another 5.3. Moving on with the update, Pruitt's plans to debate climate science has been put on hold because science confirms it's your fault. This is more total nonsense coming from the mainstream that we can't debate climate now because it's man's fault. And they said it right here. It's disgusting. By the way, science is dead. Brr, temps expected to dip to 22 below zero Christmas evening, morning. Grand solar minimum much. Granite Street in Uptown Butte looks cold and snowy in this photo. Temperatures forecast for Christmas evening, morning for Butte predict a low of 22 degrees below zero. Brr. That is cold. Thank God for global warming, you know, guys. Coldest Christmas on record ever for Manitoba, from what we know. Wednesday, December 20th. Your jaw may drop just as much as the mercury on Christmas Day in southern Manitoba and northern Ontario. Forecast daytime highs will be negative 25 to negative 30. Let me repeat that. Forecast daytime highs. Oh, God. I can't believe one single idiot believes in global warming. Winter Storm Dylan, a pre-Christmas snowy, icy mess in the Northeast through Saturday. Heads up, Northeast. You're going to have a hellish ice storm, plus snow, plus cold, plus accidents. There's your white Christmas. And it's only going to be whiter Christmas after Christmas. Sudden snowstorm set stage for unpredictable weather. This came from the Spokane storm that broke all records. And that was the night in my video I said weathermen are not going to be able to predict weather moving forward. In fact, they predicted 1 inch and they got 7.1 inches. And since then, all of the other subscribers all across the world have sent me the ridiculous forecasts and the actual snow totals that they received. They were all 5 and 10 times off in this last snowstorm. That's a heads up. It's called the Grand Solar Minimum. Danger, avalanches. This is the French Alps. Considerable risk, rising to level 3 and full currently, which does not bode well for the rest of the winter. This is going to be a deadly French Alp season. If you're a backcountry skier, snowboarder, mountaineer, please check the avalanche reports and do not put yourself in harm's way. You will die. Historic South Carolina snowstorm, 28-year anniversary. It snows 20 inches in South Carolina, and it is going to snow 20 inches again. 28 years ago, it snowed 18 inches in the Palmetto State, crippling it. Guys, we're going to be talking about total solar irradiance and what happened 10, 18 years ago. Right down here in this solar minimum. The same thing that's going to be happening during the grand solar minimum, only 10 times worse. The January forecasts are in. Here's the 1 month outlook for temperature probability. It's looking like over 50% of the state will be average or below normal. The only people that are going to be above normal here are West Texas, heads up, and all of New Mexico. So and that's just a short drive from where I am, right here in above normal, right where the X is. So I'm going to be basking in the warmth and working on my greenhouses while all you people up here freeze your off. This is kind of the pattern for the grand solar minimum. This entire blue region is completely uninhabitable in about 15 years. Too much snow, too continuously cold, not good. The above average area, not such a bad place to live, however. Let's talk about precipitation totals for the month. Above average in green, that's you Appalachians. You're going to get crushed in January. It's good for your skiing, especially you out there in Asheville, North Carolina. Snowshoe in West Virginia. Northern Idaho, Washington State, Western Montana, boom, is going to get boomed. You guys are going to be buried. So do you remember what happened last year in the Sierras? And what's that dam out there that's going to blow up this year as this melts out? I wonder. You guys subscribe to the Blanco Lirio channel? A swath of the Midwest nearly has the longest wait ever for the first snow. Now, this is the same article that they were toting weeks ago where a record had broke. All 50 states received snow. It's a world record. In fact, it's such a record, they don't even have records on it. There's no readily available information on the earliest of all 50 states have seen snowfall, but it's extremely likely to say that this year is the record. All 50 states received snow before December 13th. And the same map they're using to push global warming. The swath of the Midwest has its longest wait ever for snow. See this white spot? Longest wait ever. And they're surrounded by snow. These idiots, the zombies and the sheep, will not see through that. They'll be like, oh, wow, look at all the red. It's so hot up there. Idiots. Year of meteorological surprises and records. This is coming for you guys down in New Zealand, heads up. 30 centimeters of snow fell at Cardona, the largest summer snowfall in living memory. Oamaru had its wettest winter ever. Milford, the highest one-day summer rainfall. Lowest autumn temperatures ever. I'll leave you links to this. That does not happen during global warming. It does happen during natural climate cycles, especially ones that are about to take us off the cliff into the next ice age. The eddy minimum is the beginning of the drop-off on the interstadial, which will bring us into rapid glaciation in about 150 years. Most of us around are only going to live through a few of these cycles, namely 25, 26, and 27, which are all increasingly weaker than the cycle previous. And this is coming from Satire TS, and I just erased it. We could go look for that. Current KP index is just off of the deck at 1. It had been at 0 for almost 28 hours of the last 36. Which is very odd that the seismic uptick has not happened yet. This is either being translated into the muons, into the volcanic subsurface, which is going to lead to a violent eruption in the coming days, or there is a massive earthquake about to take place somewhere. We just don't know where. Heads up, West Coast. As the magnetometer starts to dip directly down, we see a little spike up here in temperature, a little bit in density, but nothing happening. The plasma filament that came by is probably just this blip, which did nothing. It did nothing but bring the KP up to 1. And the sun diving comet from yesterday is the only thing that activated the sun at all. Sun diving comet comes in, and the sun goes back to sleep. Floods and landslides as record rain hits Hawaii. It's not stopping. Several days of heavy rain caused widespread flooding in Maui and the Big Island. They started Tuesday night. The worst hit Wednesday, according to Kailua Airport. I'll leave you all the records. That's washing the soil into the ocean that they need to grow food because none of the food is being grown there that needs to feed that population. 8 dead, 9 missing as Tropical Cyclone Temblin hits the Philippines. Next in line. At least 8 people have been killed. 9 are missing. The last tropical storm, Kai-Tak, hit the central Philippines, leaving more than 54 dead and 24 missing. Where did they go? 2 dead, 97 injured from the earthquake yesterday that we reported on in Tehran. These are the official numbers today. One other thing of note here is that these moderate earthquakes out here in Kamchatka are directly next to Belimiani, and that could be erupting as we're speaking. We've got some good volcano time-lapse footage. This is coming out from some scientists that were in the woods, and they've used it to push to global warming. They use this volcano to push global warming today. Climate change melting may bring more volcanic eruptions. What this has to do with Ecuador, no one will ever know. What's melting in Ecuador? The nonsense has got to stop. Volcano sends lava flying. Wow. In Ecuador. Melting ice is going to make this continue. How? I don't know. So they're claiming that this volcano going off in Ecuador caused by global warming and the melting ice. When pink elephants fly out of my buttocks. It's absolutely insane that they can get away with this nonsense. How does a volcano erupting on the equator in Ecuador get set off by global warming and melting ice? I mean, flat earth much? Basically, global warming alarmists are flat earthers in my eyes. Now, if you want to raise a real child, homeschool, and buy them the Erupting Cross-Section Volcano Model and let the lava flow. This girl played with the Erupting Cross-Section Volcano Model, and it comes with an 11-inch volcano, and you can read about it, and you can buy these for your children. You don't have to buy them from the company, Learning Resources. They charge $40. Get it on Amazon for $27, save $12.50. You can get it there the day after Christmas. It'll be a New Year's special. And you can make a New Year's resolution to learn about volcanoes. This is an awesome kit. It's geologically accurate to where this is actually going to teach the truth about what's happening in the subsurface. I approve this toy, but we're not connected to it in any way. I just ran across it today and I thought it was awesome, and it's something that kids should be learning about. They should also be learning about fireballs in the sky because it's part of our cosmic catastrophic past. The ancients all were looking up and keeping tabs on the stars. That information has been lost on purpose so that we can be kept in the dark as slaves for the elites. But a fireball shooting stars tonight will to dazzle UK skies. This is from the Ursids, guys. The Ursid meteor showers is from comet, a disintegrated comet, a defunct comet, Tuttle. I always like that name, Comet Tuttle. Ask, what is this? Okay, this is a wrong article. So let's go back. See what they have to say here. Debris from Comet 8P Tuttle will slam into Earth's atmosphere during the annual shower. The spectacle falls on the second half of December every year. This guy had too much to drink. Either that or he's blown out a bong hit. Look at the smoke there. Stargazers hoping to see a breathtaking shower are now on the lookout for the perfect spot to witness it. Guys, it's called the Ursids because it generates from Ursa Minor. If you don't know what that is, it's the Little Dipper, which is the North Star. So look north, a little bit above the horizon, and Comet 8P Tuttle, which was found in 1970, travels around the sun every year. And when the Earth passes through the debris left by the comet, small pieces pass through the atmosphere, creating shooting stars. These are called the Ursids. The shower was first recorded in the UK in 1990. The meteor shower takes place between the 17th and the 23rd of December. The peak is set to happen in the early hours Saturday just before sunrise. Here they're showing Polaris, the North Star, which is where you're looking north, and the Ursids shoot out radially from this point. Pew, 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 or they appear to be. Pew. And maybe we'll get some good fireballs. Maybe something will hit the planet and finally end the nonsense. According to NASA, stargazers should expect to see 10 meteors per hour this year. Woo! We see 10 meteors per hour any given night where I live. It's called no light pollution. You should get some. And that's a boom. Guys, I hope you got something out of the video. The Ursids are right outside your door. Go take a look tonight. Look north. Get the Learning Resources Erupting Volcano Model for your kids. Get the Volcano Science Lab, a volcano making kit. This is where I was sparked into science. I made my own volcano as a kid. I put the vinegar and the baking soda. I painted it red. I won the science fair. It was awesome. I probably didn't win the science fair. I don't even know if they had them back then, but I did make a volcano. Climate change is not melting anything and causing eruptions in Ecuador. This is just absolute nonsense. And we're here at the time-lapse footage, which I'll leave you with. Please subscribe to the channel. Share this with like-minded people. We're going to be doing lots of preparatory videos in the upcoming weeks as we finish the greenhouses in the front yard here at Three Canyons Permaculture Farm. And the Oppenheimer Ranch Project wants to thank all of our Patreons for helping support our mission. We hope to see you all in the spring, and you can check out and stay here for free as long as you like. Be safe, everybody. Boom!